one-star ambassador with Vi, launching this evening's all-star team Hangout. This is my first Hangout, so I want to welcome everybody and also want to introduce you and welcome my two panelists, five-star ambassador Tricia Kavanagh and Lisa Ollerton, regional director from Worthing in Sussex.
Okay.
Hi guys.
Right. Listen, I want to kick off this evening's call with really just say we've got some great announcements coming up. First thing I wanted to do was just congratulate everyone in this team who has joined the All-Stars New Year Challenge. I think it was kicked off last Wednesday or Thursday. Blake Mallon put out a post and told us we were 90 days from the new year, and how awesome would it be for us all to have that transformation. You know, I know historically, around about this time of year, I let things go. I kind of figure I'm going to set some resolutions for the new year. But this new challenge has got me and so many of us focused about looking and feeling right. So when we hit that holiday season, when you see your friends and family, you know, you have something to share with them, they're going to notice. And what I'd say to everybody is it's not too late to join. It's not too late to start. So if you haven't yet started, request to join the All-Stars Challenge group, and we'll have some fun. Anyway, we want to kick off tonight's call. We want to talk about Vi-Bites. For those of you who are out at Vitality, you know that this amazing product was launched, and it is now starting to ship this week into the UK. And as promoters, guys, we all need to make Vi-Bites part of our business. So, you know, I've got here my Fruit Frenzies, and this is actually my last bag of chocolate monkeys. I have been absolutely living on these things. But we need to make sure we're on auto ship. We need to have them at our challenge parties. We can't sell these, we can't promote these to our customers if we're not taking them and having them ourselves. And you know, just chatting to the guys earlier, we were just saying, you know, it's a bit like not being on a challenge. It's not having your own story. You need to create your own Vi-Bite story. So guys, right now you can go into your back offices, you can select to go on auto ship. I know I've got 2 boxes a month coming out to me because I've just been pouring through them. I'm finding now that I'm training and taking my challenge so much more seriously, I need those extra snacks. So Lisa, just over to you. How have you been using Vi-Bites on a personal level, but also helping your customers and your promoter get on those Vi-Bites?
Yeah, thanks, Laura. So I came back from Vitality with a mass of Vi-Bites, and I've got to say the family attacked them. They just didn't last very long at all. So my favourite is chocolate monkey, and that for me really in the afternoon, it gets to about 2-3 o'clock and I'm just trying to hold out till dinner and I just don't know what to snack on. So I have that with a cup of tea and it just keeps me going for like 2 hours. My kids are all into the fruit ones, the glorious greens. Obviously they're more for people that are trying to lose weight, but my two favourites are the building ones, which are chocolate monkey and the fiesta nuts. So, and for me, I think it's important to really have them in the house and to be tasting them and having them part of your daily snacks, because it's a bit like, you know, we wouldn't not have the shake, so why would we not have Vi-Bites in our cupboards at home? So I was able to come back from Vitality, start snacking on them, and then really be able to talk to my customers about the product and the taste and what they did for me, and then I was able to get customers on board that way.
Thank you for that, Lisa. And Tricia, I know that you've been using the Vi-Bites at challenge parties. I know you've been out there sharing them with people. What can you add to that?
Well, I think what's exciting, Laura, is that it really does clearly take this whole company into the healthy fast food. And for a lot of people who just think, well, what do we do after the challenge? I know personally this has completely, I'd say it just takes the whole day at a whole different level. You can actually look at the whole day and how you can use those amazing Vi-Bites. I've got to say, I've got a 14-year-old, and I will say my greatest challenge is what to give a 14-year-old as snacks. And I have got to say, all people, he's very fussy, but Joshua absolutely adores them, and all his friends do too. So I know they're an absolute hit with the whole teenage world, and you know, it completely has transformed our challenge parties. We're just finding the experience there is, it's much richer. People just have far more to talk about, lots more to talk about nutritionally too. So it's yeah, really powerful.
Absolutely, thank you for that. It's so true. You know, it takes the guesswork out of snacking, and you know, I know, having promoted the challenge now for 17, 18 months, whenever I talk to my customers, it's always the snacking is the bit that lets people down, and this takes the guesswork out. So as a call to action, when you get off this Hangout tonight after the vision call, go into your back office, get yourself an auto ship for those Vibe Bites. And, you know, tomorrow, dial down to all of your customers, invite them over for a Vibe Bite party. You know, maybe that's a new thing we should be doing, or invite them back to a challenge party. You know, anybody out there who's having completion parties or doing weigh-ins with their customers, bring them along. You know, people don't buy stuff until they've tasted them. I know I needed to try them before I bought them. So just get out there, use your own personal samples to engage them, and see your volume increase. And again, great re-engagement tool for anybody who maybe has fallen off their challenge. So I want to go back over to Lisa right now. We had a great announcement over the weekend, which is that 123 VIP, which to me is one of the best incentives that the company has ever launched, has been extended from September into October. So what does that mean? Well, it means that everyone who was going for it, and I know people came back from Vitality, and those of you who are in the UK watching this on the live stream got excited about this, wanting to be part of that VIP in Florida in March. So Lisa, you're somebody who did qualify for VIP 123. What does this extended month mean to you personally and to your team, and how are you going to make sure you help everyone in your organization go for this?
Okay, thanks, Laura. Well, going 123 VIP was it's the most amazing experience with anything in Vi when you actually achieve something. And I went to my first event. Obviously Vitality, and I had expectations for Vitality. I've got to be honest, I decided to go. Everybody's talking about it. I decided to just take the plunge and go, and my expectations were just, you know, exceeded far beyond whatever I expected. So I would say to anybody that was thinking about going to an event, absolutely try it. It's the most amazing experience ever. But also on top of that event, you want to be going 123 VIP. So obviously for that, what I did was I enrolled 2 promoters on an EPP kit. I got 3 customers on 2 Vibe Bites, which was pretty easy because one can be you anyway, so you've only got to get 2 customers. And then obviously you just need to enroll for the NST, and the great thing is that you get RST free as well. So I was really fortunate because I'd got some stuff going on in my pipeline which enabled me to become 123 VIP. But the problem with that is that September ended so quickly, and all of a sudden there was only, you know, a handful of even the most amazing people in Visalis didn't go 123 VIP. So then I started to panic, thinking, oh my God, I'm going to be sitting on my own. You know, I want to take my team out to the NST, and I don't want to be sitting in 123 VIP by myself. So the extension is just an incredible thing. It means now that, you know, we can all focus on really trying to just focus a little bit harder to try and achieve the 123 VIP for the end of October. It can be done. You know, we're all having challenge parties. We're all going to be ordering our own Vibe Bites. We're all going to be sharing the stories with our customers. And I kind of put quite a lot on Facebook about the Vibe Bites as well. Dialed in to all of my customers to actually tell them about it. You know, you've got family on the Vi Shake, so just tell your family about the Vibe Bites, and you'll get 3 customers, you know, really, really quickly. So I just think if you're going to go to an event, it's really bizarre that I noticed when we were in Vitality that everybody looks at your wristband to see whether you're a VIP or not, and it's like everybody's got wristband envy because you're a VIP and you're not. And so literally you don't want to be going to Vitality or an event where you're not a 123 VIP. It's just a no-brainer. You know, why would you want to sit at the back when you can just sit at the front, and you've just got to do some very simple things to achieve it. So it's a no-brainer, and I think everybody just needs to just put a little bit of more effort in to be a 123 VIP.
Thank you for that, Lisa, and I would absolutely agree. I never actually spotted the wristband envy before, but I know what you mean. So right now, you know, the great news is that anything that you did at the end of September will carry. So, you know, if you registered for NST, well, that's the one covered. If you got 1 EPS in, you only need 1 more to qualify. So it's not starting again this month. If you yourself are a Vibe Bite customer, you're only looking for 2 more. So this is something we can all go out and smash. And for everybody on the line, reach out to your team, help them schedule challenge parties, help them schedule a Rockstar Hour. Go make this happen. So next thing we wanted to cover, and this to me is possibly one of the most exciting developments since I've been with Visalis, is the Second Chance Rising Star for October and November. Now, as you're all aware, we have a 30-day to Rising Star in Europe. In the UK, it's 37 days because one of our quirky little laws. But now we have a second month. If somebody doesn't do it in the first 30 days, they can now do it in 60 days, and they just need to do a group qualifying volume of 3,000 in volume. Now, what's happened is the company recognized that, we want to throw out the opportunity and wipe the slate clean, give every single person who has come into this organization a completely clean and fresh start to go out and do this again. So, what I would be doing right now, if you've been in the business, you've got anyone in your back office, so go to your sponsor tree list and just scan down as to, rank achieved, and look for the D, anybody who never wasn't a D for a director, call them. I'd be literally just saying, hey, hi, you might not even know this, but the company has just launched a Second Chance Rising Star, but with a massive difference. We've got new products. We've a new compensation plan, this added 60 days. We're opening a new market. This is an opportunity to go out and create so much excitement, so much energy in people who maybe they worked really hard for it. Maybe they nearly got there, and those people, they fell off because they were so despondent. This is an opportunity to hit the reset button, and we've got between now and the 30th of November, or whatever day November ends. So for me right now, as a leader in the business, and I'm talking to everybody on this call as a leader because I know you're all building serious businesses, is absolutely take action. So Tricia, you've been in the business the same length of time. What does this mean to you, and what action would you be recommending people take right now?
Well, it's only as we realise the sheer timing on our side, and the fact that this company is going to be all over Europe in the next few years, and that every single person, once you go Rising Star, that you personally enroll, you're going to get a lifetime challenge bonus for, and that is going to be for months, years, and decades to come. And we know that one is extraordinary. I mean, the thought that that out there in Europe somewhere you're going to be finding amazing ambassadors growing in your team, and people who are going to build up to all sorts of levels, and you just by going Rising Star, if you've never done it before, and all your team. And I look really now at all the team that I brought on board in the last year, and I think, what, now is the time like never before for them to be in absolute action with this. And there's not one single person I won't go back to and tell, this is the time we're getting on together. And the fact that they have 60 days is amazing to do it.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for that. And Lisa, have you got anything to add right now to this? I know your team is fired up and excited about this promo.
I mean, for me, really, it's just a case of, like you've said, it's just to make people aware, because, it's just a very simple explanation to tell them how important really it is, and there is enough time to get the job done as well. So, that whole time that we've got to be able to break those rising stars is enough time. And also, if you revert this into 123 VIP, you're going to go and get Vibite customers, and you're going to go and get 2 execs anyway for the 123 VIP. So then you've just got to do a little bit more, and then you've gone Second Chance Rising Star. So just kind of do the 2 together, and then ultimately, not working alone, and boom, you're a Rising Star. I won't say easy peasy, but because it's not easy peasy, but it's doable.
Absolutely. So real call to action there. Dial down into your team, make people aware, schedule the challenge party, schedule that Rockstar Hour, hold their hand, get them talking to people about the challenge again, and let them have some fun with that. Well, now I want to go back over to Tricia. Tricia tonight is our keynote trainer. Tricia has an amazing ability to train people on their mindset, make them believe what is possible. So it's a real pleasure to hand back to you, Tricia, to give us all some inspiration this evening.
Laura, thank you for that. Well, I was sitting at the back of that Dutch meeting, the Influencer Summit in Amsterdam, and I was watching 300 people sit at the edge of their seats for the whole day. And you know what was inspiring about that was that we were in a group of real entrepreneurs. You know, I stood at the front. I was actually the front at the side when Nick Sarnicola at the very final moment said, so who of you guys believe that you are going to go ambassador and take over Europe with this? They stood on their chairs, and it was like looking at Braveheart. It was like you know, that moment where Mel Gibson, makes that kind of like statement, and they all make that roar and go out with that intention. That's what it felt like. So one level I thought, well, that's kind of impressive. The other was, we've got to do something here. We here in the UK haven't even started yet. In fact, I came back thinking, we've got to launch the UK all over again. And you know what's so great about that is that we really can launch it. In fact, we have an event happening on Sunday with Nick Sarnicola in London. It's going to be on Sunday in the afternoon starting at 1 o'clock. Group challenge party at the Tara Copthorne Hotel. You know what, Laura, I was thinking, we gotta launch London. We gotta launch London. You know, London hasn't been launched yet. So and of course London and the whole key about this particular event is that we are dealing with an amazing opportunity for any of you to start all over again. And I'm actually inviting people from Leeds to that event. I'm having people fill their car from Leeds, from Birmingham, from Devon, because I'm thinking to myself, I'm not having the Dutch take over the world. We're not. We're here in the UK, and we started. We're the ones who are going to have market share of Europe. So, and I'm holding it that way. And you know, we also think, you know, sometimes when we're inviting to events, oh, we'll just let's just invite to Sunday. But you know, I'm thinking to myself, if we're really looking to relaunch London, why don't we invite people tomorrow? You know, get them online, and it's all about urgency. It's being able to pick up the phone and say, we've got to get together as soon as possible. Okay, how are we going to do that? Well, face-to-face ideally, but otherwise we get together on Skype. And the key is to see that you can multiply your business in the course of 5 days. You could be 5 or 6 levels deep, and if anybody was at the training with Blake Mallon yesterday knows the power of getting down those levels really fast. But you know what? You could end up having, you think you're going to be inviting 1 or 2 people to the event on Sunday, but if you work smartly, work with your support team smartly, do 3 ways. Do Skype calls in 3 ways. Do whatever it takes. You could end up having, instead of 2 people coming, you could have 20 people coming. And you know, it is about that. You know, I look last year, Laura, what were we like? I mean, you know, we just literally, you know, like the way the Dutch are now, we just thought, this is it. We just got to go for it. I feel exactly in the same place. In fact, I probably feel, I actually feel better now, because I feel like as if, one, we haven't really started in UK, but also, two, I feel as if we know so much. We absolutely know how to take that new person through the system powerfully, through to Rising Star, through the ranks, but building leaders. We know how to develop leaders in this, and you know, it really is. There's nothing touching this company, and there's nothing touching this opportunity, and there won't be for years and decades to come. I've waited 25 years. I've not seen anything like this before, and I'm in awe of what we have ahead for us. You see, that's why I believe that those who are on this line right now, who really kind of get, let's launch the UK. Let's really launch it now. I mean, last year we launched it, but now we're going to really put a stake in the ground in every corner of the UK. It's a smart thinking, because the very people who do that are the ones who will have market share of Europe, because that's what we did last year, and that's why I'm able to be in Amsterdam with the kind of group that I have, or in Germany, or in Spain. This is the thing, guys. We have got to know this has never happened in the UK, where we are at the very forefront of this whole European expansion, and we are connected to every country across Europe. So, with urgency, create your team here. With urgency, guys, and don't miss the rest of the markets. Don't miss all the other markets that are coming up, and that's what I would say. So definitely we have amazing events, because we've got 3-star ambassador Dave Ives running a challenge party in Worthing, open to everybody, and we've got, of course, the Sunday event in London with Nick Sarnicola starting at 1 o'clock in the Tara Copthorne, which is just off Kensington High Street. And don't forget, guys, everything we're doing this month is building up to the big RST in Birmingham, 21st and 22nd of November. And if you can get the information at rst.vi.com. But again, that's, remember, if you looked at kind of, if I was to build up to that event, you want to take the next 6 weeks, like this 6 weeks, you want to just put your life on hold, and you want to treat like that you are launching your business now across the UK, and that you want to have the greatest group of people in that event in Birmingham. So every moment of every day, build to these events. The small in-home challenge parties, critical, you know, 1 a day, 2 a day, whatever you do, building up to the bigger events, and then building up to the RST in Birmingham in November. So really, that's what I'd say, Laura, we really will never have it as good. Never. Don't expect another company to come like this for decades. So.
Well, thank you for that, Tricia. And, you know, I don't know about you guys, but just watching all the photos of what was going on in across Europe this weekend, it woke me up. I thought I was awake. I thought I was running. I thought I was on fire. But, you know, it really made me realize that what we can do. So, you know, talking to the people in the UK right now, Sunday, Nick in London, and Tony Lucero with him in London. We've got, you know, 2 of the, you know, the best of the best of the best, and I would be finding everyone you can and getting them to that. Oh, thank you. I've just been handed a bowl of food by my son. Apologies. So I'll be getting them there. So look, guys, we're just about to end this evening's Google Hangout. Before we do, what I just want to do is make sure that everybody has the Vision Call number. We're going to be dialing in literally 6 minutes. For people in the UK, grab your pens, grab your pieces of paper. It's 020-3137-8965. That's 020-3137-8965. For people dialing in from Ireland, it's 697-1912. That's 01697-1912. Now, all of the details of the events that Tricia mentioned, the group challenge party taking place tomorrow night in Worthing with David Ives and Lisa Ollerton, who's there on the screen with you, that is in the All Stars group. So all the details of that are there. You know, I would grab whoever you know down in the Worthing, Brighton, South Coast area and bring them along to that. All the details for the group challenge party on Sunday will be posted. A shareable will be made available by head office tomorrow. And obviously the RST event, all you need to do is go to rst.vi.com. And as Trish just said, what position do you want to be walking the stage in Birmingham? What are you going to be? And now, using the amazing incentives we've got, 1, 2, 3 VIP, second chance Rising Star, you can absolutely go out and nail that and achieve that. So guys, look forward to catching up with you on the Vision Call in a couple of minutes. This Hangout officially over.